name's Josh. I work at the Marple Oakers family place. Let's do some science. First, this experiment is microwavable paint, and it'll make it kind of puffy so it's 3D art. Pretty cool. Kids tend to like it, I guess. So what you first need to do is you want to get your baking powder, and you want to get 3 teaspoons of it. Take a spoonful, measure it, 1, 2, and 3. So that's the first step, which is 3 teaspoons of baking powder. So it's going to salt. So I'll do a teaspoon of salt first. So as you can see, this is labeled salt. So that's what we're going to get salt from. So once again, you just level it off. But you probably don't have to, it doesn't have to be exact. So now we're done with the salt. So you take your 1 cup measurement of flour, level it off. Pour it in. You don't need this with a knife anymore. So now we have our mix. We mix it together. After that, you want to measure out 1 cup of water, which add it slowly without spilling, ideally. And then, so gradually add it while mixing. Anyways, one thing that's important to remember is you don't necessarily need to use all of the water. You just have to make sure it's at the right consistency because of how you're going to pour it afterwards out of the plastic bag that we pour it into. So now we have the consistency that we wish for. We're going to pour some of it with a spoon into this little bowl over here. And now we add food coloring. So I'm going to put in yellow in this small one. As you can see, for this amount, 6 drops of food coloring was perfectly fine. So in this big one here, we're going to use red. Looks kind of pink. So to make it easier, we stuck the plastic Ziploc baggie inside of a glass, and we kind of folded it over the outside, and now we're going to pour it in. All right, so now we have our little baggie full of our paint that we made, and we have a bowl full of paint that we made. Yeah, pretty sure this is how we're doing it. And I'm going to cut the bottom edge off, and I'm going to start kind of painting. We'll see what I get. Now to paint a circle. And then more circles. And then a stem for this flower. And then you can also paint with a paintbrush, so you don't actually have to do it that way. As you can see, I made a smiley face because this was a fun activity. But it's not over yet. We still have things left to do. Specifically, we're going to microwave and see what happens. So let me just add a bit more paint. It's important to get it kind of thick because if it's too thin, it's not going to rise in the microwave. And we are going to transfer this into the microwave. We're going to cook it for 30 to 45 seconds and see what happens. Should be safe. So if we're doing between 30 and 45 seconds, we will do, as you can see, we are now done with our cooking, and yep. So as you can see, the paint has lifted off, In areas where it was kind of thin, it did not really lift off, but in areas where it was thick, it did. Now I'm just going to poke it with this knife. It's got an interesting feel to it. Anyways, I feel like kids will have fun with this activity, although I made a lot of mess when I did it. Hopefully you will not if you choose to do this. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time.